it watching Eddie's transformation for you?
We commissioned some new research in Copenhagen. I mean, I was startled when I googled it in 2008. There was precious little on the internet about it. I mean, it felt like a very marginalised story. And one of the things that inspired me to do it is I felt it should be iconic, and this should be a story in trans history that we should all know about. And then it turned out that some of the Wikipedia stuff was totally inaccurate as well. So we commissioned some research in Denmark. Some of it even now is frustratingly conflicting. But we did that, and we also relied on Man to Woman, the memoirs that were based on Lily's diaries. But even that was apparently rewritten by the editor, by the surgeon, possibly Gerdad input. So that's kind of an unreliable memoir. In terms of Eddie's transformation, I think the most exciting thing was watching Eddie get to grips with this idea that it wasn't about learning to imitate a woman, it was about learning to reveal his latent femininity and learning. It's about Lily revealing her feminine self rather than it being a process of transformation. And that idea of revelation rather than transformation was something that really became a guiding principle.
There's many things that defines a person as who they are. Why do you think gender is such a powerful thing that we identify with as a society versus other characteristics of ourselves?
I mean, I think I'm right that the theme of the festival is to do with women.
Yes, our program called Mind the Gap, where we're dealing with women in the film industry and the lack of opportunities, and major characters that are not driven in films by women. And that is a theme that goes through the whole festival.
I think what's interesting, given the theme, is the extent to which gender is often constructed for us and used even against us as a sort of act of power. So for centuries, the female gender has been defined by the patriarchy, by men who wanted women to fit a very specific role. And thank God the 20th century has seen this incredible revolution in how it's been defined. And one of the things I find exciting about Gerda is she, just as Lily is pushing sort of boundaries of gender, Gerda herself, as a woman in the 20s who said, I have a right to be a professionally ambitious, driven artist, and to put my career first, was absolutely pushing the boundaries of what a woman was supposed to be in the 1920s. I think it opens up a lot of complex issues about the way gender is experienced by the individual, but also gender is constructed, sometimes for other people's legitimate reasons.
Any additional questions?
A number of your films deal with people who are being judged a certain way. In King's Speech, some characters in Inez, and this one certainly, they have a view of themselves and other people are judging them based on some other exterior thing. Is that just an accident, or is that a theme that drives you in some way?
I was thinking about John Adams, who of course in his own head was thinking, I am one of the iconic founding fathers and I should be sitting alongside Jefferson, Washington and Franklin, and why is this not the case, and why is history marginalising my role? And when I made that series, it became an exploration of why he'd not become iconic and the other guys had, and what that experience of marginalisation was like for him, particularly the later episodes. So it is a theme that I'm drawn to. I suppose it's because it's sort of fun. It's fundamental aspect of the human condition to want to come across as yourself. And even sitting here now, I'm desperately trying to come across as me, but you feel like there is a kind of version of me which I'll go, yeah, they really understood who I am, but you can also get it wrong and walk away thinking they think I really expressed myself well. And there's an act of identity and performance which is very, I think, central to what it is to be human. And a lot of people, I think, have have blocks that get in the way of them showing themselves in a true way, whether it's shyness, insecurity, addiction, depression, the stammering in the case of the King's Speech, and I don't know why I'm drawn to this theme, but I thought that you're right. There is something about the way I keep coming back to it.